Hey peeps! So I was looking around my plants this morning and I was seeing quite a bit of significant waking up and growth action. And I was so excited I thought, you know what, let's make a video. So this isn't going to be a complete tour. This is just sort of like an update on all the plants waking up and what they're doing at the moment. So I'm not going to show everything, but just what's doing something exciting. So without further ado, here's a good place to start. As I said, the beginnings of the growing for the season are really quite exciting. So yeah, we'll start with this little hello here. And you can see, yeah, he's got a little pup. So I'm quite excited about that, and he's looking absolutely fantastic. So hopefully he grows some more and grows into quite a gorgeous clump of aloe. Again, I'm not quite sure what sort of aloe this is, but it's cool, I like it. So here we have my little Warthia. I'm not too sure what type this one is, but again, it's cute, and he's really starting to wake up and put out some new growth, so you can see there in the middle. Now, this here, I used to have in a much smaller pot, like one this size, but I wanted to give him some more room, and you can see all that light green growth there. It's a bit of a weird rack here, sorry. So you can see all this new green growth here, there, and this one here, that one there. And I think there's some very tiny new growths coming up on the other ones, but yeah, he's starting to grow. So I'm really excited to watch this guy go. He's quite a pretty Ripsalis. I think this is one of my favourite types. The Mistletoe Cactus, or whatever you want to call it. So down here, this is one of the succulent pups that I separated for Hannah. And you can see again in the middle the slightly lighter growth. So he's actually started to finally look a little bit more alive. And I originally had this like white stuff, this gravel, these pebbles as top dressing, but it wasn't really doing much good considering it was a glazed pot and the soil couldn't breathe all too well, so I just took the top layer off and he's done much better since that. And here is my other aloe. Again, he's done quite a lot of growing since I brought him home, and he's quite a special one because he was amongst the original succulents that I went out and bought after I started reviving my jade plant. So he's grown, he's bushed out a little bit, but no pups. But I think that's normal for this type, I'm not too sure, but as long as he's alive and growing and making progress, I'm happy. So here is a little pup of a Graptivaria opalina that I decided to try again. I had this one before and I gave it away, and then I managed to get one of its little propagated leaves back because I wanted to give him another try, and I didn't really want to go out and spend money on another one in case I decided meh again. So he's doing quite well. I think there's two in there actually, so we'll see how much he grows in the season because his leaf has just come off, but he's got his own nice set of little roots going on in there. So over here is the true Christmas cactus. Hang on a sec, I've really got to go and shut Kinku up a minute. Yeah, my true Christmas cactus, and you can see again, there's some little signs of new growth there at the back, and all this lighter green growth is the new panels or leaves or paddles, or I'm not sure what they're called, that he's decided to put out. But yeah, he's doing well. And you'll notice that this is a little bit different from the last time you saw my tour, because I got this new shelf. €10, Facebook Marketplace. Awesome. So here, I'm quite excited about this one. This is a little terrarium that I tried to make, and it's got Petunia inside. So I've never actually done a terrarium before. I've marked it here, May 2019. So he's been chilling in there for just over 2 weeks now. So nothing's rotting. It looks okay. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes, and if it's a success, I might do a let's make a terrarium video for you guys. And my Portula Afra, or my rainbow bush, the variegated one, and he's looking cool. Now this one I haven't had so much trouble with like the ones I mail ordered. He's lost a couple of leaves here and there, but I think that's normal. But all in all, he hasn't suffered the significant leaf drop that the other ones did. And he's still looking healthy, and he's not looking sorry for himself. So I think my mistake with this guy was mail ordering plants that came from Spain, and Belgium has a very different climate than Spain, so I think that was where I was going wrong. But when we go downstairs, I'll show you the progress on the other guy, because I'm quite happy with how he's doing now. So there's my Portula Afra. This isn't a plant, but it's cute. It's like a little, I think that's a Chinese garden, or is it Japanese? I'm not too sure. Sorry, I don't mean to be racist, but I just think it's cute. So my little Chinese garden, I'm going to call that my Chinese garden, because I think that pagoda is Chinese. I could be wrong, but there we go. And my, what's this, a Schlumbergera truncata. So this is the Thanksgiving cactus, and he's finally starting to put out some new growth because I had to trim him back a little bit. And rather than like coming out green, well, lighter green like the Christmas cactus, this one kind of has a red hue to the new growths, which is cool. So they're popping up all over. So he's doing well. And then we've got the Pilea peperomioides, or pancake plant, pan and cook plant, yeah. Chinese money plant, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, yeah, look at this. You saw last time, but look at all those pups coming up, all those green dots there. Those are pups. And he's got two subterranean pups coming up, see there. I counted about 8 on this guy, so I'll update you when there's more pup action on him, and maybe we can do a how to propagate video when it's time. My Dracaena, the variegated one, I forget what it's called, but I know it's a Dracaena, and he's alright. He's putting out some new growth again. There's the lighter green stuff there. He's cool, he's chilling, he's doing his thing. Nothing to worry about there. And my Aloe Aristata. And he actually has 5 pups growing now, so he's bounced back from the repotting. He's adjusting well to his new pot, and his pups are coming out to say hello. So I love this guy. He's so pretty, so easy, and very undemanding. And that's another one that I got from Hannah there. So that's about it for this little... Oh no, wait, I haven't done the windowsill yet. Derp. So my mystery cactus, not cactus, because it doesn't prick you. Succulent, whatever it is. Really don't know the name of this guy, but he's going crazy, putting out all these little offsets, branching out, doing his thing. It's like he's exploding in little... I don't know, what would you call these? Thingamabobs. So my thingamabob, opsis. My thingamabob opsis. There you go, that's what I'm going to be calling this guy for now, because I have no fucking idea what he is. But he's cool. And my Haworthia, and you can see here that this is the one that was in my succulent recovery video, which I'll link below, and he is really looking fat, plump, and putting out loads of new growth here. So doing very well. And this guy here has done a lot of growing. Look at him, he's gone crazy. And that was just from one small piece. So he's really growing. I'm very excited to watch him start going out. So that's my sedum hurricane. And I'm sorry, my voice is going all crackly. So I'm just going to go and get some water because it doesn't sound good. Hang on. Okay, so here is the little elephant bush, and he's put out a couple of new leaves here. So he seems to be happy. I'm not sure if I've buried him too deep, but yeah, there he is. And my flowering Haworthia. I am so stoked about this. I am absolutely stoked. This is the first time ever since I started taking my succulents a bit more seriously and getting new ones in that I've actually seen a flower spike appear. This is so cool. And he's completely laden with pups, so he's turned into this huge clump of it. I am so happy about that flower spike. But I'm making another video about that so we can follow and watch him grow a bit, because I'm really excited about that. So stay tuned for that. Okay, and that covers this little corner for reals. Oh God, it's gone all blurry. I'm sorry, guys. What's going on with my camera? Ah, there we go. So that's that little corner there with my new setup. Looks a little bit cozier. So moving on to this windowsill here, which is right next to that little corner. There you go, my jade plants, and they're putting up some amazing new growth. And again, you can see there's a lot of white speckles because I use a lot of tap water. I don't really have anything to collect rainwater, and I'm too cheap to go out and buy special water for it. But yeah, it doesn't do them any harm. So I'll do a video on how to clean this off, should anyone be interested. It doesn't really bother me. I think it kind of looks pretty. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to clean that off nonetheless. So he's doing well. I'm putting up lots and lots and lots of new growth. I'm just going to rotate him. There we go. And my jade Hummel's Ghost, or Crassula ovata Hummel's Ghost. And it's the variegated version of the Hummel's Sunset. Sorry. Look at that colouring. It's gorgeous. This is definitely one of my favourites. And the cool thing about this guy is the bigger version that I've got in the other room, which you'll see in a little bit. He's in a northwest facing window, so this is southeast. And the colourings are a lot more intense, so you'll see that in a bit. But I really like how this guy is looking. Oh, almost overlooked this guy here. So this was in my other succulent recovery video as well. And he's really starting to plump up, and his leaves are starting to open up a little bit. So he's not looking as wrinkly as he did. And this is my Sansevieria cylindrica pup that I got in a very sorry state. So yeah, he's doing well. And the little gravy boats, which I've kind of juggled about. I've taken out Sempervivum from here and moved it over here because it was looking a little bit too crowded. But there's some new growth going on there. You can see all the light green stuff. So this is doing well. And the other one is doing slightly better. So yeah, they're happy in here. And that's my little cottage solar powered light, and it looks adorable. Another one of my Crassula ovatas, he's doing well. Again, lots of new growth. And my little column jade, which is looking awesome. Look at him, he's so cute. Looking like a little bonsai and shit. Oh, I love this guy. Can't wait until it gets a bit bigger though. And this guy here, I am not disappointed with at all, because he's putting out lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of new growth. So this is my Crassula Bleecker. So that's the variegated version of the jade. You can see there all that nice, beautiful, fresh new growth coming through there. So he seems to be happy here, and seems to be much happier in his new terracotta pot as opposed to the old glazed one that I had him in. So he's doing really well. And here you can see a little nub, so he's starting to put out a new branch there. So I'm very happy with this guy because I love this. This is another one of my favourites. He's just beautiful. Okay, so here are my Echeverias, and that's another Graptovaria opalina pup that I brought home as well from the original plant. And these are my successful leaf propagations, and you can see there he's still got his leaf on. That guy's putting up a new one. This one is doing very well. He's growing gangbusters, as is this one. I'm not quite sure on the names, so sorry, but these guys here, and they're cute. I just know they're Echeverias, and that's a Graptovaria. And this one has roots, but he's not putting out any leaves or new little plantlets at the moment, but he's got roots. So that one's looking quite cool. Now in my stone pot planter, here is the original cutting from my budget bonsai, the Portulacaria afra variegata. Now he lost a lot of leaves and I started going, uh-oh, but you can see here, look at all this new branching. So it's safe to say I finally managed to keep one of these guys alive. And this was from the original batch that I bought, so everything else died. And then I bought another pot and that one also died, but this was a cutting that I took from the original budget bonsai. And I just left him in here and it just worked. So there's an update on the budget bonsai. This is all that's left of him and he's looking great. So as he grows, I will keep you updated on him because I am really stoked he survived. So there's another leaf prop. That's one of those Echeverias there. So there he is. And some sedums and another sedum. They're not really doing that much. There's another sedum there. And that's the other Mistletoe Cactus or Ripsalis, that's it. And that's one that I got from when I done Hannah's little succulent planter overhaul. And if you want, I'll link that video below as well. And it was just a few little pieces that broke off and he's doing really well and you can see all that new growth. So he's actually starting to look like a little plant rather than a few token cuttings that I just threw in there and hoped for the best for. So there's the stone pot planter. I'm sorry guys, I'm tripping over my words a lot, but fuck it. Now these guys are new, there's nothing going on with these, but they are just some, I think moonstones, I forget the proper name for them, but there's some moonstone leaves and hopefully they'll put out roots, but nothing as of yet. And this guy here is just another Christmas cactus cutting. Same guy as upstairs, but this was another piece that I had, so I just threw him in here to see what would happen. And my bigger oh god, Ponytail Pom. Yeah. So that's the bigger one that was in the pot with the smaller one that I showed you upstairs. And I did have 3, but I gave the other one to my sister-in-law, so she's got him now because I think I've got enough. So I've got 3 Ponytail Palms. I've got that little one upstairs. I've got this medium size here, which is again putting out some nice new growth. And then I've got that guy over there, which isn't really doing that much, but there you go. So that's, yeah, and my Hoya Carlosa compactor isn't really doing much, but he's just chilling there. He's good, just growing very slowly. Yeah. Another thing to update on is the little Adromiscus pup that I grew from a leaf. So he's finally waking up too. And yeah, there's a 3rd and a 4th leaf coming through there, so I'm really happy about that. Of course, this is my other Pilea peperomioides, and this one is going nutter-butters with, oh, I'm sorry, nutter-butters with pups too. If I can get it to focus, there we go. And I counted about 11 on this guy. So I think I'm going to have a lot of pups to contend with, or maybe I might leave some on and let them bush out and grow. Who knows, I might experiment a bit. So if you guys have got any ideas of what you'd like to see from these guys, because I've got 2 to play with, any experiments you'd like to see with pup arrangements or plant growing patterns, let me know, and we can have some fun with these guys. But yeah, he's doing well. Happy as a chappy like with that guy. Seeing as I'm updating, I thought I would do a little bit of an outside update as well. So I've done some new pots with some sempervivums that were a little bit overcrowded in the stone pot, which I'll show you as well. Because whenever I make a video separate about those, they don't really seem to be viewed that much. So I'm guessing there's not much call to make a separate video on those, so I'll just do an update here. But yeah, those are just freshly planted. There's some sedums, there's some sempervivums in there. So we'll see how that one goes. And I've also done the same for this one. This one looks pretty with all the different colours. So as that grows out, you can enjoy how beautiful that one looks. And my mini roses, which are really coming to life and starting to put out some buds now, so I'll have to do a little update video once those start opening up. And again, there's some sedums or stone crop that I've just popped in there. And yeah, these are the Snowdrops, violas, and yeah, these plants here, which I forget the name of. So those are growing, my wildflowers, grown from seed. And these, which I also forget what they are, but they're growing too slowly, but they're growing. The original pot of sempervivums, and you can see that I've cleared some space to give them a little bit more room to grow because it was getting a wee tad overcrowded, but they're happy. They're growing. Maybe I might tidy it up a bit more, but we'll see how this goes for the meantime. But these are kind of set and forget plants, so yeah, we'll see how this looks. And some more sedum cuttings, my avocado tree. Yeah, he looks a little bit different, huh? But again, I'll do another update on him, but this is just a quick how my plants are doing tour. And my fuchsias, which you'll notice there's only 2 per pot now, because again I gave 2 to my sister-in-law. I had 6, so why not share the love a little bit? But you can see now they're starting to turn red, so we'll see some beautiful fuchsia flowers on these little guys soon, and some new growth on my passion flower vine. So this guy is really starting to spring to action. And of course, this little pot which I just threw some sedums and semps in and went fuck it, let's see where that one goes. But I can see myself probably redoing this at some point because it really doesn't look all that fab, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I almost forgot this one. This is my pot of various different seeds and bulbs, violas and plants that I forget the name of because I, like a derp, threw the packaging out, but never mind. We'll see what that looks like when they come into flower, but they're also doing well. It looks kind of cool up there on my fence. Okay, so these are the last few plants that I have something to update on, but they're not in their usual spot because my husband's gaming at the moment, so I can't really record in there. Yeah, he's a die-hard Elder Scrolls Online player and yeah, must not disturb. Anyway, so these guys are usually in my northwest facing window, so they get a lot of direct sun for a couple of hours as the sun is setting. And this is my other Hummel's Ghost, and you can see it's very different from the other one. In fact, it's a nice happenstance that I've bought it in here because I can show you a side-by-side comparison now. Hang on a sec. Okay, so this is Hummel's Ghost in a northwest exposure on a windowsill, and this is Hummel's Ghost on a southeast. So that's quite a difference, but equally as beautiful. So Here is my other Sansevieria cylindrica, and he's finally starting to put out some new growth for the season, so I'm excited about that. Not much going on with there, but I'm just showing you anyway because this is a growth update. This is my other standard Sansevieria, and when I showed you in my last houseplant tour, he was just these two leaves here, this one and this one. And now in the middle you can see he's got not one but two, so he's really coming to life. And he's actually looking like a plant now and not just random two leaves. So that's cool. And then there's my Fittonia, or nerve plant. And you can see here, he's started to sprout and grow. And he's doing fine. And I haven't actually suffered any Fittonia drop with this guy, so I'm going to have to do a care video on how I've managed to keep him like this without flopping over and going, I'm so thirsty. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this guy. It's actually quite easy. So beautiful. Look at those markings. So, and last but not least, there is my spider plant, which has again done quite a bit of growing. He's starting to look quite spaced out, filling out a lot and doing some growing. So yeah, that's the spider plant. Again, not really much, he's just gotten bigger and a bit more bushier. So there you go. Alright, so that about covers it for the growth updates, guys. So thanks for watching. As always, it's much appreciated. Much love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.